It's Berlin, 1 round and 4 deals game, and I see brown belts around me. Yes, I'm developing a new student. She's green. She has green belt for now, but I hope to take some interesting hands really here. So I'd like to collect some pungs with this hand. Interesting hands, I mean just um, some not chow hands. Maybe I'll be collecting chows, but I'd rather collect less frequent hands like knittings, like some pungs, like lower 4, upper 4, for example, lower tiles, upper tiles. So if I take something interesting, I'll put this game into selected games. And if not, then not. The player to my right discards zonas. She wants something like chows, maybe. Nice. Okay, let's discard this 9 as long as it was discarded to my opposite. I can declare Kongov Wests right now. And I'd rather hold this east because it can be 3 3 big 3 wins, sorry. Not 3 big wins, of course, but big 3 wins. If I take another east and take the third east for a pang. For mahjong, of course, not for a pang. For mahjong. 6 was discarded recently. I can take pang of 3s, of course. It won't give me big 3 wins, but it will develop my hand. Not very good with this 9, but on the other hand, it's safe. Okay. I'd rather wait for east, which was discarded once. I know that nobody needs east. And somebody considered taking this white, but didn't want to do it. 6. What does the player to my right want? Something interesting. The opposite player possibly wants all types. Maybe she has those 2 whites and doesn't need pang of whites because she has good forms for chows. She has enough points because north is her seat wind, and she really doesn't need pang of whites. Not necessarily. Maybe pair of wrists is somewhere. Nobody needs green. Easts maybe somewhere to my left, for example. Who can tell? 7 bands discarded. What can I do? What can I switch to? If I take. Okay. No. Yes, I'm making melded hand. Not half flush, but all pungs. I'd like to make 6, 8. 8 was discarded, it's safe. The player to my right could take it for a chow. Not for mahjong, hardly for mahjong, because it was just discarded and missing it and taking the same tile from me is rather absurd. Where are easts? Very weird that easts are not on the table. Uh-huh. All types with whites. No, half flush with whites. Looks like not half flush because she discards good tiles in BAMs. Looks like she doesn't need more BAMs. Eight wasn't discarded so far and it's safe. People defend. Come on, really? Huh. She takes chow 3, 4, 5 in a hole. 9. 9s are useless as long as it is the last one. 8 can go to the... No. That's curious. 3 goes to the opposite. No. I missed many myself. Yes, just it. 1 east was here, and whites, 2 whites were to my right. The player to my right didn't want that white. Okay, good, so it was melded hand and all pungs. Knitting? Not likely. I'd rather think about half flush here, because I have 4 forms, you see? 3 forms in cracks. And pair of greens. I don't know where my eyes will be exactly, because I plan to take pung of greens and, for example, chow 7, 8, 9. Maybe 5s. But I'd prefer to take some chow around 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, something like it. So I just want to collect half flush as long as I have good forms. I won't go for half flush with worse forms. Maybe I'll discard west. Okay. Maybe somebody needs west. Yes. So I don't want to wait for it anymore. Now, what about 9? 9 looks... 9 and east look not very useful, but I need to take something else in cracks. Maybe 7. Maybe 6. Not 6 dots. 6 cracks, of course. I can take pung of greens. Pung of greens. Okay. It can be something like
chow,
4, 5, 6. You see, I'll make shot straight 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll also make. I also have already pung of terminals, sorry, another 1 point. So maybe I don't need this pung of greens after all. Okay. I can take pung of 4s or
pung,
pung of 5s, but then I'll be waiting for green only. 8 bams can. No, didn't go to the left. The opposite player possibly collects full flush and bams, and the opposite player something like not likely low over 4. 3 bams is dangerous. Okay. What about red? Red can go to the right or to the left. South is safe. But what about my 3s or 6s? 6 discarded. Okay, finally. I can take 3 cracks as well, you see? Because it will give me pure double chow. I can take either 3 or 6 and win with half flush. Very good two-sided waiting, but green serves as the pair now. 5 bams was safe. What does she want? White? Maybe green? Yes.
mahjong,
Either that or this. The player to my right wanted white again. Okay, half flush. Not a very expensive hand, but I took it. I took it and I have the total
pung,
plus now. Total plus, and I can think about some chows. I don't want these zonas. I don't think about knitting. It's not a very clear hand. It can be some mixed straight, for example. Maybe mixed triple chow, maybe mixed shifted chows. As usual. Yes, if you don't know what to do, discard honors, discard terminals and 2s and 8s, for example, isolated tiles, and wait for some good tiles in suits. 9. What can I do with 9?
chow,
I think I'll discard this 9 bams now. 5 is better. 5 is much better than 9, so I'll hold it for a while. 1, 2, 3. It can be 3, 4, 5 dots, for example. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Ah, that's it. 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Mix shifted chows. I'll need the 7 then. 6 dots and 5 bams. And I don't have a pair, but... Okay, let's discard 6. 6 because I need 6, 7, 8. And I don't need another 6. I don't treat it as the pair. Those two sixes. I'd better wait for some good tiles. I'm cleaning my fan now. Cleaning my fan because I don't need more tiles. I could think about pure straight, but it's not enough really for pure straight and dots.
chow,
That's why I discarded 4, didn't leave it for my eyes. I'd better wait for some pair. The opposite player possibly collects mixed shifted chows, and she doesn't need 7 cracks and 5. Possibly she needs 6. Very possibly she needs 6. Okay. 2 was discarded. I don't think this 2 will come as a pair. But 2, 3. 2, 3 cracks I see now. And 2 discarded. Good. As long as we are in the middle of this deal, it's good to defend somehow. I'm waiting for the pair still. 3 cracks is safe, but who knows? It can come from the wall into your hand.
pung,
If I take 6 dots now, I'll discard... I'd rather discard 3. Yes, good. Concealed hand. And what I wait for, people just may suggest that I'm waiting for some dots. But which dots specifically, it's too hard to say. Six bams is safe. Okay. The player to my left collects all types. All types. 8 is safe. Lucky me. Yes, I'm taking safe tiles. It's mine?
mahjong,
Yes, it's mine. The player to my left waited for 5 or 8. And I held her to 8s. Very good, I collected her flush and some chows so far, and of course I'd like to take some interesting hand. What about this one? 9 tiles for 10 tiles for knitting. Yes, okay, let's go for knitting. Yes, I have connected tiles. As you can remember, I don't go for knitting
chow,
very often, but I just want to try something. Yes, of course, it's obvious that I collect 2-5. I already collected 2-5-8 and cracks. 9 bams shows me that I'm waiting for 3 and 6, 3, 6, 9 bams, and I already collected one for 7 dots. Good. Very good. I'm waiting for white, green, and west. White, green, west, 3 bams, 6 bams.
chows,
6, aha, good. Not a punk. I have just 2 useless tiles right now. I can think about some interesting hand like knitted straight and all types, as long as I can declare pung of reds and pung of norths, but I lack 2 tiles in BAMs. If I had those 2 tiles in BAMs and some pairs of reds and norths, then I'd rather go for knitted straight and all types.
pungs,
Not a very frequent thing, but you can collect it. This hand. Nice. Now, with white, I take greater honors and knitted tiles. Greater honors and knitted tiles. And with white, yes, it will be 24. With 3 or 6, it will be 12. Lesser honors and knitted tiles, and no knitted straight. Because I don't have all. Yes.
mahjong,
Good. I collected all hands. Yes. I collected all hands at this table. And I collected these greater honors and knitted tiles with an honor. And I have a special nomination for such victory in my club tournaments, which is called Ursa Major, the bear constellation. Yes, because it's one with an honor. Okay, let's take a look. The player to my right waited for mixed straight. She needed 4 and 7. Yes, a very good plan, just not very lucky one. The opposite player who fed me my white wanted half flush. She wanted pung of easts, of course, because it would give her 4 points. Prevalent wind and round wind. And some pair. She just didn't know what to discard and decided to discard white because white wasn't discarded. Yes, she possibly decided that white is needed for somebody, for a punk. Not for knitting, but knitting it was. The player to my left collected mixed triple chow. She was ready. 5, 6, 7. She waited for 6. She waited for 6. 1, 6 melded, but she wasn't ready at that time. Another 6 here. I waited for 6, so if the player to my right or the player to my opposite would discard 6, she would intercept my mahjong. Yes, I would also declare this 6 for lesser honors and knitted tiles, but she would intercept it because she's the first. Of course, if I take this 6 from the wall, I'd win. Okay, that's it. This player is ready. The player to my right almost ready. The opposite player just one step behind ready hand, but she had a difficult situation. That's what I call not very good half flush. Maybe she had good forms, but pung of ones from the left. Maybe she didn't have 2-3 at that time, but it would be logical to take chow 1-2-3 from the left. Well, not very quick half flush. That's it. Thanks all.